rankings and stuff,
Yeah.
but just for time purposes. But yeah, his power rankings are up there to the left. Should be for you to check them out and stuff. He does have some interesting choices in there. Is the big one that I really noticed is how he's got Hydra over Endgame and stuff. While I do understand that like Endgame's victory was not exactly a quality one, and Hydra was still put up a heck of a fight until they died out. Definitely could be one thing to consider. And yeah, we all have different one seeds is the other thing I've really noticed and stuff. But
There's a good argument for Mad Catter being the 1 seed, though. I'd
oh
say
yes,
one
definitely.
question though. One question though is really, how's Defender doing better than Endgame, bro? How is Kraken the 16 seed? Well, I guess it had good moments. Okay,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
I'll give you.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and leave the floor to you, Points power rankings first. But first thing I want to mention though is before I get to the other one is out of the four of us that have power rankings on here, Civilian is the duck hater between the four of us. Yet he is the one person who has duck in his top 32. So that's kind of interesting here, which I respect and stuff because I completely understand why duck would be a top 32 worthy robot at this point. But I'll go ahead and leave the floor to you, Civilian, and then we'll.
Yeah, so in our top rankings, we got our boy MC, we got Martin Mason, Mad Catter, your mind bitch Mad Catter, very dominant win over Yeti. And then we got our number 2 rank Sawblaze. Now these two are destined to fight next week, which it'll be a great fight, I'm hoping. And I feel like whoever wins is gonna get my top spot locked in for a while now. Um, on the other hand, also I graded all of the bots' performances of the fight. So I gave Mad Catter an S, and I gave Sawblaze an A plus. The only reason I gave Sawblaze an A plus and not an S is because Sawblaze casually lost its weapon belt like 2 minutes into the fight. So yeah, that's why. But going into our A rankings, we have Fusion and Hypershock. Both of them had pretty impressive wins. Fusion over Cobalt and Hypershock over Slamo. One thing I will note about Hypershock, which is why I didn't give it third over Fusion, is because Hypershock didn't have as like threatening of an opponent as Fusion did.
Also,
Um,
its weapon died. That should be noted.
yeah, that also should be. I was thinking of giving Hypershock an A minus, but the fight was kind of over at that point, so I didn't. But yeah, going further down into our list, we have the B pluses. We got my predicted champ last year, Tantrum, and Pory's continued predicted champ, Ribot. Both of them had really great performances, in my opinion. Only problem is Ribot didn't have a very impressive opponent, and Tantrum's weapon died. Then we get into the mid Bs. We got Copperhead, Shatter, Uppercut, Whiplash, Rotator, P1, and Black Dragon. All of them really impressive wins. I wouldn't say the most impressive, as some of them did have kind of meh performances, but they still had decent wins on their belts. Um, then going into the B minuses, y'all got Claw Viper, Riptide, uh, Captain Shredderator, Valkyrie, Witch Doctor, Gigabyte, and Blip. Yeah, I saw some weirdo give Blip the top rank, which is absolute fucking nonsense. I just want to say, yeah, I've decided that anyone who fights Rusty automatically gets a B minus when they fight it. Is what I've decided because you're gonna beat Rusty. Let's be real here. But yeah, all of them had decent wins, just didn't show enough in my opinion. And Valkyrie had a loss, and so did Gigabyte. I feel like Valkyrie and Gigabyte were, at least in my opinion, the most impressive of the losers. I know some people might agree with the Valkyrie call, but a lot of people hate on my Gigabyte call. But I mean, I feel like Gigabyte did some good shit on Uppercut, and Valkyrie, as Green has said, Valkyrie did some major damage to P1. So yeah. Then moving down, we got our only C plus ranked bot, Bloodsport. Yeah, I feel like Bloodsport was doing very impressive in that main event, but just didn't just. I feel like it wasn't as destructive as I wanted it to be, so I gave it a C plus with that. If it took anything off of Whiplash, I'd give it a B minus though. Uh, then we're going into our mid C rankings. We got Yeti, Mammoth, Jackpot, Deep Six, Duck, and Lockjaw. Yeah, main reason for Duck, I want to say, is that well, fuck didn't impress me all that much. It did have some good driving performances, like ramming head on into that weapon and then Witch Doctor's weapon, and then just automatically killing it was pretty cool. And then it did get one push onto the screws, and it didn't piss itself at all. Well, I guess the lifter pissed itself, but I don't really know if that was just its lifter is fucking shitty or not. So yeah, it remains to be seen.
I have a question about that.
Yeah.
Why is okay? So I respect your decision to put Duck in top 32, but how is Duck higher than Lockjaw and Blacksmith? Like,
Blacksmith had a very unimpressive. Also, Blacksmith threw it just casually, set itself on fire like 2 minutes into the fight. I do not find that impressive whatsoever.
yeah, but it still pushed free shipping around, still did damage. Lockjaw definitely had the push
Also,
power in the fight
also
it was in.
Blacksmith shouldn't have won that fight. So yeah.
Eh, I had Blacksmith scored for that, but if that said, you could argue free shipping over Duck as well, because free shipping basically had
Well,
the same case as Duck, only its lifter actually worked.
I didn't find either to be that impressive, if I'm honest. And did you also question my Lockjaw call on being under Duck? I think did
Yeah,
you did
yeah.
basically I just feel like Duck just kind of held in there a lot more. It didn't feel like just Duck held in there a bit more. Lockjaw, while it had more control moments, I feel like Duck put up a bigger fight than Lockjaw. Well, I wouldn't say bigger fight, but it did like completely like immobilize Witch Doctor's weapon. Like Copperhead kind of just was slow, which it usually is by the end of the fight.
I mean,
As
it
seen
took
with
out one of the sides of Copperhead's drive. I'd say that's even more
actually that
impressive than
actually
Witch Doctor's weapon dying, when Witch Doctor's kind of an unreliable bot to begin with.
actually that happened 2 seconds in the fight, so Lockjaw didn't even do that.
Yeah, but um,
Okay, so now we go into our C minuses. This is where a ton of people will question me on this, but my main just reasoning for this is that I was fucking lazy. Because here, I'll count it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have a total of 17 C minus robots on my ranking so far. Now, I decided I would just go on a thorough, like, if there's any tie on the gradings, I'll just rank them in my own rankings thing. But there is so many C minuses, I kind of just gave up and RNG'd the shit. I do agree with how it RNG'd for the most part, in all honesty, because, like, Kraken, I did put Kraken as the best C minus. I'm definitely keeping Kraken as the best C minus, because I feel like it performed really great against Rotator. Um, I don't know what I did with the other shit though, because I don't know how Slamo made it. I do kind of agree with where I put with Malice, Cobalt, Blacksmith, free shipping, Minotaur, and Hydra, and yeah, it kind of goes weird from there. The main ones I'm weirded out about are Slamo, Huge, and Icewave. But other than that, I kind of like how I RNG'd this. So yeah.
How you didn't
Also,
include Endgame in the notables, or
kind of
even in
agree
the
with
notables.
I kind of agree with not having Endgame in the notables, to be honest. Because Endgame did fuck all in that fight, and it only won because Hydra pissed itself.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, Hydra impressed me more than uh, Endgame did. Like, I don't care what anyone says, Hydra was more impressive in that fight.
Alright, Pory, let's go ahead and get to your power ranking. Yeah.
listening.
Yeah, it goes along with what Pory said, and then Mad Cow did not drop much on his list and stuff, because I think Mad Cow was his previous number one, if I remember right. And then Scorpios is also in the top 5. Ribba and Tantrum, Jackpot as well, hang out right below Mad Catter on his list. Let's see. Then moving down the list, some decent stuff in there. Glitch at 23. Yeah, I knew Lucky and Ghost Raptor did make his top 32 and stuff, which I definitely support that idea, because like both of them did put up massive fights in that one. So yeah, I think the only thing that's really questionable for me, even though I know he's just gonna straight up deny it and stuff, why he thinks that this robot shouldn't even be on there. He doesn't even have the defending champ on there, but we'll find out because we know the defending champs in the next main event based off of the T-shirt. So
Hey, how
it'll
does
be
he
good.
have Duck on? How does he have Duck on there when he hates on Duck all the time?
Yeah,
but
I
he doesn't
know.
want
Like we made fun of him for that last week just because he put through Duck in his top 32. Like I think it was at like 23 last time, and I think the only stuff I really question is yeah, Endgame not being in there at all. I see Malice at 24, even though they're winless right now. Like, yeah, I do think Malice did put up the fight they could against those two opponents, but
You're not
in
at
my opinion,
24.
it's not enough to make the top 32, which makes me question that a little bit. As much as I love Malice, because Pory knows that Malice is one of my favorite robots and stuff. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's go ahead and get to your power rank.
So she submitted him.
Buddy, I want to say the allegations are false. I did not do any of that. What they said.
What?
Wait, what? I'm confused.
Mantine's. I think Mantine's going to jail or some shit.
Damn.
Being accused of making a bet. There was no money involved.
Oh, that's what he's talking about. So yeah, civilian was
Yeah, but
causing
we're-
trouble in the.
But we're gonna involve money in Tantrum versus Gigabyte, right?
Fucking. Okay. Okay. I'll put money on the other fight that we think of.
What's the other fight?
You should put money on it. Just don't ask questions. Just bet.
What are you talking about?
Bro, you sound like a crypto bro right now. You're just like, yeah, just throw your money there without thinking about it.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You guys heard of Bitcoin?
I don't know.
Oh god. Okay, so here is my top 37. You got East bots like Sawblaze and Uppercut. Endgame, who if I didn't feel like getting harassed by the Endgame fan base, which I'm a part of, I'd probably have Endgame a bit lower if I'm being honest. If I'm keeping it 55th Street.
That's because you're just salty that you got that main event wrong.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Ribot. Can't wait to see Ribot lose its first main event ever, and then I'm gonna laugh at Pory.
Look, Ribot's not gonna lose any fight ever again. They're gonna be like fight force. They're gonna be unbeatable. They're going all the way. The frog is back.
Yeah, but
So,
we
looking
also
at
got
the-
Mantine. I'm gonna keep it 55th Street. You sound blurry as fuck right now.
Yeah, it's like some creepy pasta.
Keep going, Pavel Arc.
Okay, so we also have bots like Fusion and Hypershock and Scorpios, who all are at 1-0, but pretty impressive 1-0s if you ask me. We also got 2-0 bots like Tantrum, Bot, Shattered, and Jackpot, and some impressive main event winners such as Copperhead and Whiplash. You also got lowest 2-0 P1. Yeah, I think P1's definitely the weakest 2-0 thus far. Rotator, who looked solid. Yeah. Black Dragon, who. Yeah, I don't even feel like going into this because I know Green will just disagree with me and Pory hates me, so I'm not even gonna.
Hey, what are you talking about? No, go into it.
True.
But Claw Viper, who had an impressive win against, pardon my French, Riptide. Witch Doctor, who's at a solid 1-1 right now. Gigabyte, who's at a much weaker 1-1.
Yes.
Hey, I just realized. Do I not have Captain Shredderator in my list?
I don't know why you would.
I don't know
Don't
why
know.
I'd have Gigabyte higher than Captain Shredderator. What?
Bruh.
Looks like you forgot it.
Yeah, I might
Wait,
have
what?
forgot it. See any reason
Okay.
I'd.
Hear me out.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna look
Shredderator.
at our rankings.
I have
Very-
Captain Shredderator. Yeah, Green, I have Captain Shredderator in between Blip
Oh,
and
yep.
Glitch. It should be
Yeah, you
23. Wow.
But I also see the edited mark down there. So
Why in the fuck is Yeti at 28? What did Yeti do?
What the fuck did Gigabyte do? You should be asking me that. Why the fuck do I have
Well,
a
Gigabyte
in
won
the
a
top
fight
20?
though, so
Yeah, Yeti hasn't
Wait,
managed it.
I have one question.
What
Why
do you want?
is Dragon Slayer higher than Deep Six?
and why is
Because-
Malice
Very
higher
true.
than Dragon Slayer and Deep Six?
Malice
fucking
actually
know.
has good performances. Dragon Slayer and Deep Six not have
No,
good
no.
performances.
It got blasted by Tantrum and then promptly blasted by Jackpot. What do you mean good performances? It got bullied
Malice
for like a
was
total
doing
of
well
5 minutes.
against. Malice was doing well against.
Bro,
You're
Dragon
right,
Slayer
too.
Dragon Slayer spinner like spins at like 2 miles per hour. How is that a better performance than Deep Six? Deep Six like
Civilian,
just
Dragon
ripped
Slayer-
Pain Train's
Dragon
butthole
Slayer
open.
was at least driving properly the entire
civilian
fight.
market. This
Deep
is-
Six
this
was
is-
too. You can't do sharp turns as Deep Six because it'll flip over because it's such a big freaking honking
This
weapon.
is
Like yeah,
a-
Dragon Slayer can turn because its weapon spins like
You're just
slower than I
jealous.
walk. But like
This is-
You're just jealous that you have that. You're just jealous that I have a Deep Six poker chip and you don't.
This
I
is
don't wanna
quite
hear it.
possibly. This
You know
is
who-
quite possibly.
you know who'd beat Dragon Slayer? You know who'd beat Dragon Slayer?
You've already said this.
Well, I know. Well, I'm gonna say it again.
Fucking saying that
this is
deadlift could
ridiculous.
be endgame and shit. You fucking weeaboo.
You're a weeaboo. I don't want to hear it, Mister.
Here,
I'm
keep
watching.
going. Keep going. Your
and-
power rankings, civilian.
Okay, we got-
This is some of the worst power rankings I've ever seen in my life. This is Holy
Mantine, you didn't even attend this podcast for like the majority of the fucking podcast. I want to hear it. Either be a part of the podcast or shut the fuck up.
Why is Valkyrie
Wow.
21? It got beaten by P1 and got a free win. Holy shit.
It
Yeah, this is terrible.
Bro, it gave out good shots to P1. I don't want to hear it.
It just got bullied and then died on its own. This is sick.
No.
I expect better from you. This is terrible.
No, you do not. You expect
What?
nothing from me, you favela.
Why is Mad Catter below Hypershock beat like a fucking
Because Hypershock's undefeated right now. What the hell?
Yeah, 1-0.
They got a 3 win. Dear God.
I mean, yeah, they're going 1-1 this next week, but I mean,
Yeah, okay, no shot.
I would-
Oh,
You're
watch
fired.
out.
I wouldn't say no shot about that one because, yeah, which it's revealed through the main event T-shirt on Amazon that the next main event's Lockjaw and Hypershock, and that one I could see going either way.
I could go either way. Yeah.
what else do you guys have to bitch about my power rankings? since
Okay,
it's just
so,
only
Okay,
civilian week?
end game should be higher than Uppercut. Uppercut died.
No, it
against-
should not. No, it should
Based.
not. No,
Based.
no. I am not putting
Okay,
Endgame
based.
over fucking
That's
Uppercut.
what I was saying.
I am not
Hear me
fucking
out.
doing.
Hear me
No,
out.
I'm fine. What do
Hear
you
me
want?
out.
What do you want?
So Uppercut, while fighting free shipping, it died at the end on its own. That's not a good look. And
Game
beating
fuck
Witch
all the
Doctor is
Hydra.
more, beating Witch Doctor in a very dominating fashion is more impressive than beating a full body spinner as a vert or beating free shipping a fucking wedge.
Yeah, but Endgame had a shitty fight. At least both Uppercut
It
performances.
wasn't even a bad fight. It was a
It was
good
solid.
win. What are you talking about?
God,
No,
this is-
Endgame versus Hydra was a terrible win. It was
Okay,
terrible
okay. On that
performance
note,
from
why is Hydra lower than Dragon Slayer? Like Hydra kept
Holy
both.
shit.
Hydra didn't do much to Gruff.
it
and-
Una the bot. Like, bro.
Here,
Dragon Slayer literally just like survived against a robot that could do nothing to
This
it. but,
literally
like,
turned from a Green Square Talks Battlebots podcast to an Everybody Roast Civilian Arts Power Rankings podcast.
I don't want to hear
Including
it.
the other
don't
thing I
wanna-
got, Rotator and Black
Um,
Dragon at 15 and 16. How are they not higher?
I'm
Yeah,
replacing
Rotator-
civilian work on the podcast. Sorry to break it to you guys.
I think Civilian Art just like puts the names in a hat and just like draws them out. And like, oh,
I do that with
Blip doing better than Hydra. Yeah, okay, sure.
Flip is doing better than Hydra.
They beat
Dude,
Rusty.
Flip beat the
Bro,
second.
I refuse-
Flip beat the
refuse-
third worst.
Rusty Flip beat like a paperweight. And meanwhile, Hydra Una the bot.
Yeah, Hydra
Flip
booted
beat-
like the worst grappler bot of all time.
Okay,
Yeah, Flip
listen.
beat the worst robot in the field. Your point?
No, hey.
Oh yeah, Duck.
Rusty is better than Duck. Thank you. Okay, that's
That's
all.
true. That's true. No, but still, Rusty is definitely a lower quality opponent than Gruff. Let's be real here.
Yeah, but Blip did much more to Rusty than what Hydra did to Gruff.
No,
It
it did.
did
It was like the same thing. It was like the same thing.
Bro, Blip had so much better flips than Hydra did in that fight.
It's because Hydra wasn't full power.
Yeah, Hydra still got an Udo on Gruff. Like,
And
Oh,
in all
Hydra
fairness,
didn't
if Blip tried enough, it would have gotten an Udo too, but it just didn't because Rusty was fucking Rusty.
also, why is Claw Viper higher than Gigabyte?
Oh my
Are you
fucking god. Civ,
Bro,
Claw Viper
Claw
beat
Viper-
an
Claw Viper
Are you
beat a
serious?
paperweight.
Yeah,
are you
Civ,
seriously
listen to me.
asking me why
Listen to
Claw
me.
Viper
Listen
is
to me.
higher than Gigabyte?
Listen to me, Civ.
Fucking what?
Listen. Claw Viper beat an uninvertible, wedgeless vertical spinner. You can't tell me that's impressive. You can't tell me that's
And Gigabyte just beat a fucking Captain Shredder that decided to kill itself. You can't tell me that's more impressive than what
did-
Claw Viper did.
did pardon my French beat Tombstone? I don't think so, Civ. Sorry to break it to you.
Yeah, but Captain Shredder also lost to like fucking Sub-Zero and shit, so I mean.
Pardon my French is 0-1, so I don't really think.
How is Malice ranked higher than Bloodsport?
Alice shouldn't be on this list. It's 0-2, you fucking ninny. God, you're useless, Civ. Jeez.
How is Okay, here's another question. How is Lucky above Hydra?
Bro, are you serious? Lucky did so well against Tantrum in the
He got
opening.
one flip.
Bro, and that flip almost did him in.
Yeah, Hydra's flip did do Gruff in. What are you talking about?
Oh my god. Dude, this is the worst list I've ever seen. You should die after this. This is brutal. Jesus.
All right, I'm gonna close out this podcast quick before we start roasting civilian arts power.
I'll say 5 minutes. We'll make fun
Claw
of him.
Viper 17. What?
Okay.
Okay, so Claw Viper, this is... Okay, so what I do is I grade the robots' performances in each fight. So I think I gave Claw Viper like a B- going into it. I didn't update it at all because it didn't have a second fight. Whereas you got like bots that are now 1-1 that I've given like a C+ to a mid C now. Examples such as Witch Doctor, Riptide, Gigabyte. Yeah.
I got one here. Why are Black Dragon and Minotaur in the 30s?
Because Minotaur did little to nothing in the Sawblaze fight and then got the biggest gimme in human history. And Black Dragon never impressed me a single time in its 2 fights.
There's another Minotaur fight. That's like the biggest gimme in BattleBots history. I'm just saying.
Okay, I have a question. Why isn't Deadlift in your top 32?
Because I like making fun of your robots.
Okay, one other thing. I'm gonna give you props for the first time ever. Shout out to you for putting Pain Train into notables. Based.
You're welcome.
That is true. He did put Pain Train
Pain Train
in there.
didn't even make the notables in yours.
Well, that's
Oh, yeah,
why
'cause
he's
they're gonna
giving
make the top
civilian
4.
props for it.
Yeah, Civilian's more based than I am.
So why is Malice and Lockjaw already was talked about by Pory, but
That was my second
And-
question.
yeah,
why
why is
is
Malice
Malice
in your
on-
top 32?
You guys can't really bitch about Malice anymore. You already did that last week, and Malice
Okay,
hasn't had his
well, we'll
third fight yet,
continue.
so.
Why
No,
is
I
why
didn't
is
give it-
Glitch higher than Black Dragon?
Basically, Glitch's weapon has impressed me more than Black Dragon's did. Although
It's literally moved.
I gave Glitch. I'm pretty sure I gave Glitch a C+ going into the Ghost Raptor fight, while I gave Black Dragon after the Rotator fight a mid C.
What?
So okay.
What?
What? What?
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to.
Bro,
I have a second
Glitch is
question.
literally struggling to
Yeah,
move.
'cause, like,
and-
3 times Glitch almost got counted out in that fight with Ghost Raptor, and would have been if Ghost Raptor didn't give them the push needed to allow them to move again.
Bro, I love Glitch.
Yeah.
I want them to succeed. But I mean, Black Dragon kicked Ice Wave's ass, and it held up very well in the Rotator fight. Meanwhile, Glitch struggled to beat Ghost Raptor. I mean, they're gonna beat Hydra later. Let's be real. But you know,
No. What
it'll
else do you
happen.
guys
It'll
have?
happen.
Yes, it will happen.
It
Hydra's
will
gonna go
happen.
1 and 2.
What else do you
Based.
guys have?
Can I say my second question real quick?
Yep,
Yes.
Go ahead.
So, why is Witch Doctor so high? It beat Duck
I
after losing its weapon.
He's
okay.
biased.
And it
Okay,
was
so
beaten
going.
by Endgame so spectacularly.
Okay, so going into the duck fight, after the duck fight, I'm pretty sure I gave it a B- in its performance. 'Cause the weapon
What?
shots were impressive, but the weapon did die after a while, so yeah, I gave it a B-. Uh, after that, I gave it. Pretty sure I actually kept it at B-. I don't know, cause I don't remember, because Green doesn't like to share my gradings into the podcast.
It's more like time reasons, because I'm typically last minute towards setting these up, and so on.
Witch Doctor's driving. I'd probably say it. I definitely agree that Witch Doctor is higher than most of these. I wouldn't say.
Oh, there we go. Now you're back.
I wouldn't say Endgame impress. I wouldn't say the Endgame fight impressed me, but it did have some good moments. So I do feel that it deserves to be ranked over bots like Gigabyte, Valkyrie, Blip, Lucky, Shredderator, Yeti, Glitch, Malice, Bloodsport, etc.
I have a question.
What?
Why is Blip above Lucky?
It's better.
No.
Basically, I feel like Lucky is slightly fact that Blade's weapon kind of broke on the wall, and
Siv, you literally
Yeah.
were saying like an hour ago, you were like, Lucky's a dark horse. Like, come
yeah,
on,
but
man.
that doesn't mean I'm gonna rank it over a bot that I find doing better.
What
than it.
over a bot that beat essentially a paperweight? Yeah, okay. Yeah, true.
You know?
A paperweight that beat Kraken.
Well, to be fair, Kraken should have won that fight. So
Yeah.
Alright, what else do you guys got?
Let's say 2 more questions, and then we'll close out the podcast. And I'll let you two have them Pory and spin, if you have any.
okay. My question is, remember that time you traded hijinks for Rampage because you thought
Beautiful.
Rampage was gonna do better?
Pory. Hey, Pory.
Yeah. What's
Talk
up, buddy?
Talk to me when you can finally beat fucking Black Dragon, eh?
Wow.
Talk to me when you can actually take on a fucking kitty.
Kitty.
Mad
What?
Catter.
Bro, we almost beat Mad Catter. What are you talking about?
Okay, Spin, what do you have for me?
I did not already ask my 2 questions. But okay, I'll say something else. I respect that Ghost Raptor major notables. I rate Ghost Raptor so high. I wish it was better.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I was gonna let those two just have a question because I got one more question. Remember that time you
What?
got muted in Uda?
I don't want to hear it.
Oh
Look.
come on! I had
That
to
was
do
funny.
that. It was
Same
funny, and
Oblivion.
I give you props for that, Civilian. You deserve credit for that.
You deserve
Funny.
credit for getting in trouble in a Discord server.
It was funny.
Oblivion's to blame for trying to have me like correct the mistakes he made in the
It still
Uda
doesn't
server.
make
I'm
it any less funny, though.
never doing anything Oblivion tells me to do again.
Okay, my next question is why do you think Oblivion ranks flippers so high?
Okay, so this is actually
Flipper
a very
simp.
funny story because I feel like during Oblivion probably had a very rough childhood.
What?
where his dad
What?
flipped him off all the time.
What?
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 So he has Stockholm syndrome, and he just liver
What does
all
that have
the
to do with anything? Civilian, there's something wrong with you.
What's wrong with you? One of those switchback guys, like one of the guys on the team has like a really big YouTube channel, like a 1,000,000 subscriber channel. I
Interesting.
don't remember what it's
I
called,
wonder why
but
they didn't do the fight
there's like
recaps on that then. But it doesn't matter, though. It doesn't
All
matter.
probably
right.
want to take away from his normal content.
All right, go ahead,
It's
Civilian. The floor is
Civ
yours
rank
for
Oh
that
boy,
list.
First of
oh
all-
boy.
First of all, shout out to Green who got Hydra mixed up with Lockjaw. Don't know how you got that one, Green. What if you're asking what I mean by that? You have Lockjaw on my notables twice. Hydra's the
Oh,
notable for number 5.
all right.
Okay, but yeah,
One
this is
moment.
my power rankings. This is what you call based as shit, if you ask me, baby. You got
that.
you got you got uppercut. 2 very dominant victories. 2 very explosive.
I don't know if
knockouts.
I switched the right one, but
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
okay,
Civ.
perfect.
Yeah, uppercut, very dominant victories. Jackpot, also pretty dominant in its 2 fights. Very impressive to watch. Ribot,
What the fuck
Base.
is this?
Base. Motherfucking base.
Before
Ribot.
you before you even start, I'm gonna go ahead and just start. Malice at 30? Malice at 30?
Glitch at 29?
That's 29. You crack.
And
You're on
Minotaur
crack,
is a
man.
notable
Gl-
contenders section. Black Dragon at 32. Come on, man.
Black Dragon below Malice.
You got glitch in
Please
Malice or
forgive
Black Dragon. This is honestly
Glitch.
funny. I'm not gonna lie.
What in the
Claw Viper at
Wait a minute.
16.
Defender at 15? You're fucking high. What is
You know what the worst part is? There's legitimately people in like the BattleBots Facebook group that posts like power rankings like this and are like completely serious.
Okay, so
wait,
I
wait,
mentioned.
wait a minute.
I mentioned. What?
Why is Bloodsport below Lucky, Shredderator, and Valkyrie, Fusion, Riptide, Claw Viper, and Defender? Explain that to me, too.
Okay, well, I'll take all your questions at the end, buddy. I'm still talking about my list here.
28. You're on crack. I don't know what else to call that. Holy shit. Go ahead.
Okay,
And then just Blacksmith
give us
is
the
just
grand
nowhere
tour.
to be
Oh
found.
my gosh, and
I'm
I'm literally
honest.
crying right now because I've been laughing so hard behind this. I've had my
I'm gonna
mic
be-
muted,
I'm
but
gonna
I've
be
been
completely
laughing my
honest.
absolute butt off listening to Mantine just talk so much trash
I'm
on reasons why civilians on crack right now.
I gotta keep it 55th Street. This is the most based power rankings I've ever seen in my entire life. It's art. Like it's legitimately art.
Yeah, we got top. We kick off our final bot in the top 3 with a Ribot. 2 very impressive knockouts. Can't wait to see more
Oh.
from them.
Oh, okay.
Number 4, we got Hypershock. 2 pretty dominant performances as well. Sawblaze, it was pretty good. Only reason it's not there is it lost its weapon belt in its Minotaur fight. Not very 55th Street if you ask me. Number 6, you got Tantrum. Yeah, 2 dominant wins, although it did lose its weapon in Malice, to be fair. Shatter, it's the best hammer bot in the world. What else can I say? Number 9, we have Copperhead. As Green likes to mention, it's a Chad. I should have put Copperhead higher. Mad Catter at 10, extremely based.
Why is that Catter?
All right, I'll take questions now.
No, go ahead. No. I want to hear the whole. I want to hear the whole shebang. So you gotta keep going, man.
Okay, at 11 we got Whiplash. It had decent wins. 12
Okay.
we got Rotator.
You probably can't see the meme that well, but yeah, everyone in the podcast being written as Elmer from Looney Tunes, and then right in the place of Rabbit in Rabbit season, it's Civ Power Rankings instead of Rabbit. So beautiful spin. That is an awesome shit post.
Okay, yeah.
Kryptonite above Witch Doctor. Holy, well, that's actually fair. Witch Doctor sucks. Keep going. Sorry.
13 we got Scorpios, 14 P1, 15 Defender, 16 Claw Viper.
Why is Defender 50?
No. Let him keep
Oh my-
going. I want to hear all of this. Keep going. Keep going. This is great.
17 we have Riptide.
Yeah, man.
18 we have Fusion.
Yep.
19
Okay.
Witch Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
20 we got 21 we got Huge. 22 Valkyrie. 23 Blip. 24 Lucky. 25 Cobalt. 26 Captain Shredderator. 27 Yeti. 28 Bloodsport. 29 Glitch. 30 Malice.
Black
31
Dragon. Black
31
Dragon is below Malice and Glitch. I cannot believe what I'm fucking seeing. This is unbelievable. Holy shit.
32. 32 is Black Dragon. Pretty
You
fucking
can't even
terrible
call this
robot.
bait.
By the way,
Academy.
after Civ's power rankings, I want to do my power rankings live, Green, if that's okay.
I'll allow it.
They're gonna be the most
Okay.
based.
I
Yeah,
got
this is-
questions on my. I got questions.
I'm just gonna let Mantine go because Mantine will probably answer all of my questions. I think that's all that needs to be said for me about these. And plus,
Why in the
Mantine asking them will be funnier, so I'm just gonna let him. That's the other reason why I'm gonna let him ask those.
questions 1/2? Why the fuck is Glitch on this list?
As glitch might not have the mobility down, but it had pretty destructive weaponry in the Ghost Raptor
It-
fight. So
It got stuck 4 different times and had to get freed by Ghost Raptor so it could continue fighting. Question 2. Why is Malice on this list?
I mean, sure, Malice didn't have the greatest win against Tantrum, but Malice kind of
It wasn't a
clapped back
win.
at
It's
Jackpot.
0-2. It's 0-2. You're just wrong. You're just wrong.
Oh my gosh. Man, I had to unmute myself just to hear how hard I'm laughing at this. Keep going, Mantine.
No. Number 3. Why is Witch Doctor above like huge? It only beat Duck by pushing it around and then lost to fucking. What did it lose to? I can't even remember. With
Endgame.
Endgame, sure.
Endgame, the champ. Witch Doctor
It barely
did
it
Witch
barely
Doc-
beat Duck. It barely
Witch
beat
Doc-
Duck.
Witch Doctor had a good. Witch Doctor did some damage to Duck, and it did some good moments to Endgame. Huge just got clapped one shot. Huge got clapped one shot at baby, and then after that, it dominated like an unknown rookie bot. Like
You're okay. That okay? I guess that's like sort of why is Black Dragon at 32?
because
What?
neither of its fights were impressive whatsoever.
It shit on Ice Wave and
Balls.
then should have beaten the Rotator probably. Well, no, it was close. But
No,
why is it?
Rotator won that.
Yeah, I think
Why is it below?
as a
Malice?
as a fan of Black Dragon, I think Rotator did win this, but I also think it's really underseeded on these power rankings.
Why is it below like Shredderator? What did Shredderator? It won a fight that it like had the design advantage in Civ, and it lost because it died again.
What
Why
question
is
are you
it-
asking?
Why is Shredderator at 26 after beating what is a crippled Tombstone?
Because it's still an impressive win, regardless.
If it lost that fight, it had the design advantage in every way, Sue. In every way. All right, I'll let that one slide. Claw Viper at 16. Why?
The part in my Frenchman was so impressive.
And
It
no, it
dominated
wasn't. It was an unknown rookie bot. It's huge. It's at 21 for dominating an unknown rookie bot. Why in the fuck, Civilian is Claw Viper at 16? You have to explain this to me.
because Claw Viper is based, Huge isn't.
Oh my god. Okay. Why is uppercut at 1? It lost a drive against a lifter. Against a lifter. So,
I mean, we don't really know that yet. We didn't get a damage report or some shit.
It very
And,
clearly lost drive.
it was crab walking, Civilian. It was crab walking. Fucking losing it.
Keep in mind that this is the man who last season kept saying on every single podcast that uppercut making saw blades explode wasn't that impressive. He was like, that's
Okay,
why
yes,
it's
Civilian. There is proof on Uppercut's Facebook page. They did lose drive on one side.
oh, okay, I guess I'll move him down one spot and put Jackpot on number 1, I guess.
Ooh, base. I'll take
Oh,
that. Although Jackpot would not be the
shit.
number 1 seed in my book, in my opinion. But I do love Jackpot.
What else you
Why-
got, Manti?
What has Valkyrie done to get the 22 seed? It beat Triple Crown and then died against the wedge.
Valkyrie did fairly impressive to P1. It got some good shots in, and
P1 before the
Already did.
season was like very mediocre. So it
Hey,
lost
It
but
probably
drive.
should have been counted out against P1 if I'm being honest.
It lost drive to a wedge after hitting it a few times and then beat an unfinished robot. How is that the 22 seed over Blip, which is 2-0?
because Blip has beaten 2 low-tier opponents, what do you want from me?
What has Valkyrie beaten? Civ, answer me this. What has Valkyrie beaten?
It's beaten Triple Crown?
What is Triple Crown other than the second worst robot in the competition this year?
And
Who do you think is the
unknown
worst?
Duck?
Duck by
No,
far.
Duck. No.
You know what I think Triple Crown is, Mantine? An unknown rookie.
Triple Clown. That's what it is. You were right. You had it right.
See why I'm like
what else?
Manti to ask all the questions that I probably have on this? 'Cause it's funny.
What else you got?
I can't even. Is there anything else?
You know what? You know what? At least Duck made it to a decision twice.
Against Dragon Slayer and Witch Doctor that didn't work. It's not good. It's a push bot. It's supposed to live, and it barely
no,
does.
It's terrible, but it's not.
No, I want to say I'm shocked none of you came at me for having Minotaur in the notables.
Oh, I did.
Minotaur,
Dragon Slayer's not
I
that-
mentioned that.
Dragon Slayer's not that impressive.
Did I already ask
Like,
you why
they
the
get
fuck
murdered by
Bloodsport was
Subways.
below Shredderator? Did I ask you that?
No.
Why is Bloodsport at 28? So
Because Captain Shredder, because Bloodsport, in all fairness, didn't do much. Sure, it got a. It got a good win against Sub-Zero. A bot that Cordy sims for. Yeah, it beat a bot Cordy likes to sim for. Good job, Bloodsport. You get the
Okay.
top 20.
so why? So if Valkyrie beat Triple Crown and lost to P1, why is it above Bloodsport that lost to Whiplash and beat a bot that is better than Triple Crown? Explain to me your reasoning.
Because like I said, Valkyrie got good shots on P1.
No, it got a lucky wheel snipe. Civ. It gyroed into the wheel. And then
it killed part of its drive. What?
okay,
It still lost.
still lost. Bloodsport did damage to Whiplash, and it destroyed Sub-Zero. Valkyrie, scratched Triple Crown, and it died. Why is Bloodsport so low in this list?
Because Because in fairness, Sub-Zero is making a lot of weird decisions with its flipper. Like it whipped a ton of flips. Like
That shouldn't take away from Bloodsport. It would have dismantled it either way, civilians.
I disagree on that.
Okay. Alright. Mad Catter 10. Why?
Because Mad Catter did really well against Yeti. It demolished it.
Yeti,
Yeti is at 27.
Yeti has a 30-pound drum, and it went weapon to weapon with Mad Catter. What did it think was going to happen without the fork?
I don't know. Maybe Greg needs to plan this shit better. I don't know what you want me to say.
Okay. Why is Sawblaze below Ribot and Uppercut and Jackpot and Hypershock? Why is it at 5?
Because Sawblaze lost its weapon in both fights.
They didn't lose their
But it
weapon in the
won.
Mad Catter fight. That's false.
You're just
They
wrong.
did lose the weapon in the
just
Minotaur fight, but they didn't lose their weapon in the Mad Catter fight. They spun it up right at the end, right after Mad Catter got
Yeah,
counted
well,
out.
if you lose your weapon, I don't think you should get the #1 spot. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Civilian Uppercut lost drive to a lifter. Please, just use logic.
Jeez.
Jackpot only worked for half the fight and then beat a 0-2 Malice. Why is it at number 2 seed?
Because Jackpot's had really destructive shots to its name.
We just beaten Deadlift and a Malice that just doesn't work. Why is it at number 2 seed? So
I already told you it had destructive KO shots.
it barely even like scraped Deadlift and it died. Deadlift got hit like twice and it died. Why is Cobalt below Lucky? Well, no, actually, I understand that. Never mind. This is just. I think I've said everything on the list.
All right, here,
Fucking
Mantine, I have a follow-up question for you. After
Okay.
seeing our 3 sets of power rankings, give a grade for them all.
Your list was like a B plus. Okay.
I'll take that.
Spin. You get a B minus. You know, a little bit worse, but I still I agree with a lot of your takes though. Civ.
Hey, A
This
plus
ought to
all
be
day,
good.
baby.
Civ, you get like you didn't even finish. Like you don't even get a grade. This is not grade. This is like not applicable. Like this is an incomplete. You don't even deserve it.
I thought you were going to say F minus.
F minus. That's too generous. You can't even get a grade. Like F is too good for you. You get like a fucking G. You get a G minus. Civ. This is crazy. Why is Hydra below Malice? Why is every
Just so you
single
know,
person?
Hydra is
my
below
rankings
Malice.
are going to even be more base than Civ's.
All right,
Man-
probably enough with that. Let's go ahead and get to Civilian Arcs list. Probably briefly
Someone-
go over your list, Civilian, since I know there's going to be a lot of questions. Speed through
Here
that,
we
Ryan,
go.
please.
I am in physical pain reading this list.
Yeah.
Someone try one more
No,
time.
actually, I'm
hitting
going to say this.
Mantine.
Let's just go right to questions, actually, since Civilian's probably going
Okay.
to have his list explained just through that.
How the
Hydra
fuck is
at
Hydra
10?
10?
Excuse
How the
me?
fuck is that? What the fuck, dude?
Oh, well. Well, Hydra had an impressive win on the Ritz belt, and its two flips
No,
were
it didn't.
extreme- and its 2 flips were extremely amazing.
Okay.
My
Black Dragon and
question
is-
Minotaur, the last 2 seeds. Why?
Oh, Minotaur has not had an impressive moment.
No,
besides
I can
that
see
first-
Minotaur being that low. Did Blip like do something to your family? Why is it like only 24?
It was
Bro,
23
it's
for
had
me
two.
last
It's
time.
had 2 extremely weak wins. I don't know what you want from me.
All right, man,
Oh,
you
hey,
showed
hey,
in the
hey,
perfect
hey,
time.
hey,
All right, no more questions from anyone else. Mantine, just go right
Mantine
ahead.
gets-
Go,
Wait, no,
go
can I have
after
one more
Civilian
question?
Arcs. Okay, go ahead.
One,
And then we'll just let Mantine do his thing.
I'm just giving Mantine time to get his bearings. How is me number 20? It wasn't even on any of our net lists or any of our notables. Why?
25.
because it had a good wheel snipe and it did well against Gigabyte.
Me barely did anything against Deep Six. Deep Six lost by itself essentially.
All right, Mantine, go right ahead. The floor is now
Okay.
yours. This is gonna be good.
Mantine. Oh my gosh.
Holy Jesus.
Mantine, what do you think of my list?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Your list is already better than what I see on the left. I see Smee at number 20. What in the fuck is this? Smee at 20. Hydra at 10 after 2 losses. 1 to Glitch. You have had 2 fights in total. In game with a 10-second out of the arena, and Ribot is ahead of it.
Also, Glitch isn't even on your list.
Glitch isn't on there. Glitch is fucking 2-0. Smee is 1-1 with his only win against Deep Six because it got stuck in the fucking arena.
Here, wait, I actually need to make one edit quick. But go ahead, keep going, Mantine.
Free shipping is at 0-3. I get it's had good fights. You just put Rampage on the notables.
Yeah, because I forgot to make that edit because Civilian said that.
That was a joke. That was a joke. I promise you, that one was a joke.
Why is Minotaur? Why did Minotaur get on this list after last? It hasn't had any fights since last week. You put it on there for what reason? Why is Mouse at 20? It's still 1-2. That doesn't change the fact it's 1-2.
Its win was impressive. Its win against Jackpot was impressive. I mean, its win against Blacksmith was impressive, not the win against Jackpot. Yeah.
Jackpot? I thought we were talking about Minotaur.
Hey, you mentioned Malice. What?
Oh,
What bot
Malice lost against Jackpot, you liar.
I corrected myself.
Okay. Fusion. I just it caught on fire again. Why is it above like Huge and Witch Doctor?
Oh, because Witch Doctor's only win is like the worst robot ever, and it did well against Endgame, but I mean, I still don't think that should put it over Fusion, who performed really well against Cobalt and did decent to Copperhead.
It did decent against Endgame. I wouldn't say good.
Alright, I want to say this first before Mantine's next comment. Civilian, who are you predicting for? No, actually, forget. No, I'm actually not going to say that. Okay, Mantine, keep going. Actually, because I shouldn't say what I was thinking about saying.
I need you to explain some of these before I can continue. I feel like I've got to give you a second to like.
Okay, I guess I'll just go down the list. Number 1, we got Ribot. I based who got the 3-0, the number 1 seed, entirely on
Quickly
performance.
Go through this stuff, Civilian.
Nothing based on strength of schedule. 2, we got Endgame. 3, we got Sawblaze. 4, Uppercut. 5, Jack Pit. 6, Horror Shock. 7, Tantrum. 8, Shitter. 7, Cupper Cone. 10, Hydra. 11, Mad Cutter. 12, Whiplush. 13, Rotator. 14, Scorpios. 15, Defender. 16, Gigabyte. 17, Riptide. 19 Fusion. 18, Smee. 20, Smee. 21, Huge. 22, Claw Viper. 23 Valk, 24 Blip, 25 Lucky, 26 Malice, 27 Cobalt, 28 Captain Shredderator, 29 Yeti, 30 Bloodsword, 31 Minotaur, 32 Black Dragon.
Why the fuck is Blip below Smee? Smee Blip is 2-0. I know it has shit opponents, but why is it a 24?
Also,
Because-
okay,
Because Smee has tougher opponents.
It's actually true.
I mean, but
Her-
that's not true because Smee, it was one win was a robot getting stuck on its own, and then it lost. Deep Six is not a tough opponent.
and
Why is Gigabyte below Defender?
Because
Holy shit! I didn't even. What? What?
Bro, because Gigabyte got a lucky opponent, and its Captain Shredderator win wasn't impressive. Its win against me was good, but I mean, come on.
Why is Shredderator above Bloodsport?
okay, why
Where
has Black
is
Dragon not
P1?
moved at all from
Did he
last
get snubbed
time?
again?
Wait, where's P1? It's 3-0.
Wait, where is
Where did it
P1?
go?
It's 2-1, dude. You agreed with us earlier in the podcast saying that it would get in. Where the fuck is it?
Justice for
This
P1.
is terrible.
He has
I-
P1
I wanted to
near the
cause-
bottom
I
of
want-
his entire rankings,
I-
as is Glitch. P1 and Glitch are each 8 from the bottom out of the
Yeah.
entire competitive field.
Oh my gosh. Okay, can I ask a serious question? Black Dragon wins against Claw Viper before this even happens. 32nd seed. You're at 32 on your power rankings. Wins a fight against Claw Viper. You know, natural thought would bring the fact up that Black Dragon would go higher in the ranking. The fuck?
It just had a Black Dragon win. Every single win it gets is the same thing.
Why is Valkyrie higher than Cobalt?
Wait, oh my god.
Because Valkyrie got good shots on P1, like I mentioned last week.
Oh my god.
Split a robot into like 70 pieces.
Yeah.
The only thing I can agree with, I can't. Let's see. I like
Wait, why
Gigabyte at number.
Subley's 3?
I like Gigabyte at number 6 on
Sablé-
Pory's list.
Sawblaze is literally the only one I consider to deserve a top 1 seed. Like, Ribot, Endgame, and Sawblaze are the only bots that deserve a 1 seed so far. I don't care anymore. Sawblaze...
Ribot? What did Ribot do?
The best bot.
It beat
yeah,
what,
Of
3
the deck
shitters?
P1.
it had better performances than Endgame did.
But it's just it got 3 free wins, and even if you say P1 deserved a challenge, but that doesn't mean that Ribot like should be praised
Okay.
for beating
Valkyrie
what's
was
essentially a
P1's
fucking...
challenge.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
can I
very
have
true.
a question? I have another question.
Yeah, go
Hydra, 1 and 2 robot, right?
Not even.
How is
Shouldn't
it
even be
ahead of
here.
an undefeated Whiplash and an undefeated Rotator?
Uh,
A fantastic point.
because Hydra's moments are always impressive.
No,
Whiplash.
what the only
Wait, you're
impressive
saying that
moment
the
in that
growth
last
fight
fight
was
Glitch
impressive?
beating the shit out of it.
Maybe I could put. Maybe in hindsight, I would have put Rotator higher than Hydra.
Dude.
I'll admit.
Dude, Hydra could lose to a piece of paper because it doesn't have good defenses whatsoever.
I mean,
You could step on it and then it would break the drivetrain or something like that.
Wait, Mantine, you know what I just noticed on Civ's power rankings? Tombstone
What?
is at second to last place on his power rankings.
I don't blame him. Fuck
I-
Tombstone.
oh,
Tombstone is unfortunately very very bad.
Also,
Then
your
Deadlift
notables,
is fifth from the bottom.
your notables have a combined
That-
win of 1 win.
Deadlift should be like a fucking not even on this list, bro. Why is Deadlift here?
it's not.
No, it's not on the list. I'm just looking at Civ's DM where he DMs me his rankings
Civ,
of all of the
Civ.
entire competitive field.
Yes. Yes.
Civ. Your notables have an entire full ranking, full win, has only had words. Your entire notables only have 1 win under their belt.
So Civ, explain to me this. Why let's see, why are why
Hey, why is
isn't
wait?
it-
Why is
Why
Claw
is-
Viper 10 spots ahead of Black Dragon?
Why is Minotaur below Malice? Why is Minotaur below Malice? Explain that one to me.
Oh, because Malice has way more impressive moments than Minotaur. Malice, even in its losses, it does impressive. Like, it took out
No.
Tantrum's weapon.
That,
It got good shots
okay.
on Jackpot.
What?
Got good shots on Jackpot.
It took out Tantrum's weapon. Okay, what spinner has
Why is-
fusion did that?
Why is Yeti above Black Dragon?
Because
Yeti's
Yeti,
neat.
because yeah, Yeti's
Okay,
base
that's
and
fair,
Black Dragon
okay.
isn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
See,
more I look
that's-
at this list, the more it gives me like an aneurysm.
this list is giving me like malaria. This is terrible.
Oh my gosh. Green, I think you need to make this a separate video.
This is the worst one
I
I've seen yet. 9 weeks. 9 weeks. This has got to be the worst. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
I have one question. Why does it say episode 7?
I forgot to edit it, probably, so
Has it been
Whatever.
like that for the past 2 weeks?
probably,
didn't
and this is the
notice.
first time you guys noticed that, so
His number 1's pretty base, though, not gonna lie.
No. No.
I mean, he's on to something there.
No.
just flat out denying it.
Nope. Oh God, this is just a mess. I think, considering our guest today, it's good to start off with the first thing that's wrong. Cobalt 29. Why? Why is it below Smee? One of its fights, its opponent got stuck in a kill slot. For God's sake. And why is Hydra at 12? It's 1 and 2. They lost to a robot that's had 2 fights in all of his combat robotics career. 2 fights, and it's above Whiplash and Mad Catter and Rotator and Gigabyte and Wish Doctor and Huge. And I just don't understand. Why is Bloodsport below Malice and Shredder and it just doesn't make any sense. It's just
Here, Mantine, I got a question for you. What about that
Yeah,
number
man.
15 on there?
Gruff. Oh man. Oh boy. Gruff beat
Ruff is above Cobalt.
I don't. Gruff has had a lot.
There's such a giant gap between Gruff and Cobalt.
Well, there was a giant gap. Cobalt was way above us. I mean, Gruff was way above us.
That is true.
That is true,
Is that how Gruff ended up at 15?
Yeah, Cobalt
Why-
hit it up there.
Why is Riptide at
Gruff was
number
30,
8?
and then it hit Cobalt, and now it's at 15.
Yeah. What?
Riptide at number 8.
Why is the fact that Malice and Cobalt are beside each other is baffling to me. I just don't. Blip is at 27. It's 3-0. What more did you want it to do? What else could it have done?
Why is Defender above Yeti?
Why is Defender above Gigabyte, Yeti, Witch Doctor, Huge, Valkyrie, Blip, Lucky, Cobalt, and Bloodsport? It doesn't make sense.
That number 8, what about that, Mantine?
8? Oh my god.
9 as well.
Why didn't you get shattered?
Or no,
Oh.
7 and 8.
This is just horrendous.
Fuck you,
I don't. Minotaur being at 7, it's beating Dragon Slayer and Deep 6, dude. Like, why is it there? I love Deep 6, love you to death, but 7 seed with BattleBots rankings, it might actually. That's not a bad shout because BattleBots, they love their Minotaur. I understand, but 7 seed, it's just not there, man. Why is Tantrum below Riptide?
I did it too. So.
What? Dude. What did you want Tantrum to do? What could it have done to appease you, to appease the demons? Like, I don't. It destroyed Malice. It beat Lucky. Riptide did a flip. Is that how it got there? Is that it after it like hit the shelf? Did it get launched up to 8th?
Yeah,
I don't
that's what
understand.
happened.
You're right. That's what happened.
You sure he just didn't number it backwards? Sure he
He
didn't
might
just
have.
number it backwards? Because Captain Shredderator really beat Tombstone, so
That's
man,
true.
he should be way up there.
He sure did.
Is Tombstone
I just
even on
realized
this list?
Tombstone's not even on
Here,
the list.
I want to see where Tombstone is at because like he DM'd me everything, including
Holy
every single
Christ.
robot. I imagine it's probably.
Why is Whiplash at 14?
Here, want to take a shot at where Tombstone is on Civilian Arcs Power Rankings, Mantine?
I can't even imagine. Is it-
Eight.
Third from the bottom.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
And then P1 is 7 spots above that.
Wait, P1's not on this list.
Who's in the bottom? Please tell me.
Duck.
The bottom is Duck, who got a
Duck.
G minus, and then
Oh, yeah,
Rusty, who got an F.
That's a civilian thing to do.
Yeah,
Wait, I just don't get it. Why is Gruff at 15, dude? It's 1 and 2. Cobalt's at 29.
that
Why is
Rotator's
Rotator
at
at
16.
One of his
Cobalt.
predicted, one of his
Co-
predictive champs is at 11.
Cobalt literally eviscerated 2 robots, and it's at 29. I don't know how that doesn't appease the people of the civilian arc, but I digress. Smee, why is Smee on this list? Why is Witch Doctor below like Defender and Gruff and Hydra, who's 1 and 2? All of,
I guarantee
can't
when Civilian Arc rewatches this podcast, he's probably gonna go to this moment first.
oh, I'm sure he wants to.
Because we know he makes these power rankings specifically so Mantine would roast them.
He's
Since
got
Mantine's
to,
so
'cause
good at it.
There's no way anyone
Like,
with
that's
like.
art.
There's no one like with anyone with like like cohesive thought that like can just put this together. And this is just a real tragedy. I mean, just looking at this list, I think that Pory's power rankings are like more believable. Like I could see BattleBot giving 2 to 32 to deadlift more so than I could see this. I mean, Ribot had what amounted to like 3 gimmies, and it's at 1. It'd be over.
P1 put up a pretty good fight.
It put up a fight. It wasn't a good one, but it put up a
It
fight.
was a pretty good fight, I'd say.
I'd say it was a pretty good fight
It was
personally.
okay. It was
Like
okay.
P1 did very well in that fight, in my opinion. And
I like P1.
But I don't
P1 is
think
the closest thing we have to Sewer Snake at this point, so we gotta.
No, I like
you gotta
P1. Don't get me
give it
wrong.
love.
It's good. Yeti.
You know,
Yeti.
with Pory's list, at least Cobalt is above Gruff.
That's true.
True. I just Yeti is below Scorpios, which it beat Gruff, which is 1 and 2, Hydra, which is 1 and 2, Riptide, which is. Why is Yeti down there? Looking at this list, why is it down there?
I'm surprised Green hasn't said anything about notable number 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black
Well, I'm
Dragon
not even
below
going to try
Malice.
to ask that one because Civilian will just talk a bunch of shit about Black Dragon, about how Black Dragon has had 3 bad fights so far.
Oh my god.
The notables list.
That's how
he
he will respond to that one.
The notables list literally has 3 wins between all 5 bots.
Yeah, it literally does.
Yeah,
So-
free shipping above P1 and Tombstone. Now that's just something that I can't even like fathom. I can't even begin to fathom that. This is. I just wish he was here to explain to me like a day in the mind of civilian art. Like,
He'll probably
I
put
need to
something in
know.
the comments section when I post this video.
I need to like DM him or something. This is The other ones he could like weasel his way out of and sort of try to like futilely resist the fact that he's just wrong. But this one is this one is a lost cause. Like I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm not even I'm like an angry mother. I'm not mad. I'm just like disappointed for this one.
That's amazing.
Okay,
I'm curious how
Mr.
Spin's acting in the background right now after all this. Anyway,
I have to say something here. There's a toolbar or something on my screen. I just realized the bottom of yours is Ghost Raptor after the Cobalt fight.
Yeah. he literally worded notables Ghost Raptor after the Cobalt fight, and I had to format it like that because it'd be perfect and stuff. I get the point out.
I mean,
That's good
I
stuff.
feel like after the fight or after the are pretty good robots. I think there's no shame in being seated below after and the. So I think 60 is still pretty good, man. Can't complain with that.
Fight might be seated a little low though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I could see fight being above deadlift number 30.
Well, anything else you want to say about Civilian Arcs Power Rankings, Mantine, or anybody
Just
else
awful.
here?
This is just awful. This is just awful. I don't know what else to say about them.
Wait, Green, I have a question.
What's up?
Where is Hijinks' list?
Where is what?
Hijinks.
Not there, dude.
Hijinks is 5th from the bottom.
It's above Tombstone.
It's above. Deadlift is 3 more spots above Hijinks.
Where's Triple Crown on the list?
Triple Crown.
Where's Switchback?
Triple Crown he didn't even include on his list.
Well, Rampage.
The Rampage is 4th from the bottom. And let's see. So, that's for Switchback. Switchback is 2 spots above Hijinks, 1 spot below Deadlift.
Damn. Sam.
I just realized Glitch. Glitch is 1 spot below P1, who is 9 spots from the bottom of the entire competitive field.
Well, you beat Hydra.
Wow.
Well, Hydra's at 12.
Wait a minute, yeah, Glitch is 2-0. Where the fuck is it?
9th on the bottom on his list.
Oh my god. This is like deplorable. This isn't even awful. This is deplorable.
Now that Maxim knows what the really fun part about these power rankings section is, because like some of us take it seriously, and then we get to civilian arts, and
I hate how Defender Scorpios, the bot that lost to Yeti, is 2 spots above Yeti.
Oh man.
My favorite part of this is that like I put up a list that like literally like I made in like 2 minutes. Everyone's just focusing on civilian arcs instead.
And then Mantine also talks about how much better your 2 minute longs to take to make list is so much better than civilian arcs.
The worst part is for context. Civ was like really nervous about this. Matt Maxim is his boy. He's really hyped for this. He's really hyped to talk to him. And then he puts Cobalt at 29. Like you can't hype the man up like that and then go, oh yeah, 29 seed below fucking Smee.
Still.
This is I can't do this. Alright, it's cracked up to Colvin. Civ, why the fuck is Smee on this list? Go.
Because Smee has had tough opponents, okay?
Deep Sixes got stuck in the screws. Not a tough opponent. The only tough opponent lost to.
What?
Why is Cobalt 29?
Okay, I'm gonna be real honest on this one. It got close to losing to Ghost Raptor twice, and
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
yes,
No.
it did. Yes, it
Do
did.
you know what You know what happened to Ghost Raptor?
Yeah, but Cobalt struggled against Ghost
is not
Raptor in
even
the
close
opening
to
stage.
getting under Cobalt.
No, it didn't
Yeah, what?
struggle. It didn't
Ghost
struggle.
Ghost Raptor got the opening hit, you diptards. What?
What did it do?
He got the
It did
opening
nothing.
hit, and then its weapon died.
I mean, to Civ's defense, though, they did have Cobalt on the ropes at first, almost got a flip on them.
Thank you,
them and
Green.
stuff. But the thing is, though, with a lot of stuff Maxim said, I don't think that would have finished Cobalt.
Well,
and
I
stuff,
didn't.
based
Well,
off
I
of
didn't.
lots of the insight he gave us during the podcast.
To be fair, I didn't know about that insight at the time, so you can't be like, "Oh, Civilian Arc, why didn't you take what Maxim said into account?"
Civ, why is Yeti below Scorpios?
That is a good question, actually. I don't know
That's the first
why.
time he responded like that.
I don't know why I did that. I'm gonna be
Very
honest.
important question for you. Why is Gruff like 15 spaces above Cobalt?
Because it has had tougher opponents and it's performed well.
Why is Hydra at 12?
Gruff was a smoldering mess after Cobalt.
Hydra also had tough opponents and
It had
performed
Glitch.
well.
Glitch has had two fights total.
Glitch can barely move.
Oh, man.
Glitch has had, and Hydra's had good moments against Endgame and Glitch. So yeah,
One good moment against Endgame and Glitch.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Why is Deadlift
Riptide?
not on your list?
Why is Riptide?
Because I hate you, Pory.
Why is
We're
Riptide?
Whoa! Oh!
Why did you ask why Riptide is at 8?
Why is Riptide at 8? Why
Because
the fuck would that?
because Riptide one-shotted huge. It got some good damage on Defender, and it clapped at Duck. It's like the only bot to like actually immobilize Duck besides Endgame.
Yeah, it's because Duck had 2 drive motors and is a piece of shit. All right, next question.
I mean, Bronco technically immobilized Duck as well.
It's a good point.
That was a
Good
TKO,
point.
not an immobilization.
Yeah, that was a TKO.
All right, why Valkyrie? Why?
Valkyrie at 26 because one, it's 2-1, and it's had two good knockouts.
Why is it above Cobalt?
Because Valkyrie has had.
If you say tougher opponents, I swear to God.
Valkyrie has had. I actually don't know why I did this, to be honest. That's also one I'm.
See, this list is so dog shit. You can't even defend it. Like you don't even know what's going on.
I can defend some. I just can't defend that one.
Why is Whiplash below Hydra?
Whiplash below because Whiplash has had like 2 extremely like. Okay, so the Bloodsport fight, it was getting clapped until it got.
It was not being clapped. It was taking
until it threw Bloodsport into the.
Bloodsport was running for its life.
Yeah.
And then for
Well, he had it
Scorpios,
on the
it's almost
ropes.
lost. It almost lost to Scorpios. So, yeah.
What? Hydra did lose
I'll admit, that was a
twice.
close decision.
I don't think
your argument was literally Whiplash was losing until it won.
Yeah,
Like,
because
yes,
because Whiplash almost lost to 2 bots that are worse than Endgame and Glitch.
Why is one of your predicted champs,
Hydra
Copperhead,
lost
so
to a bot
low?
that has 2 fights and
Copper,
can't move.
because Copperhead, at least in my opinion, it struggled against Lockjaw. While I do think Green and BBBN put in Copperhead at number 2 is based as all hell. I don't think that they're that high up for me, at least for me. So yeah. And
why is Minotaur above? Why is Minotaur
hold on, Mantine. Just because Copperhead is one of my predicted champs, that doesn't mean I'm inclined to put it in top 10 just for that reason alone.
Yeah, I mean that's actually fair because Rivout's gonna win the nut, but Rivout's not the number 1 seed for me. You know?
Yeah, I think I had Minotaur in the middle of my power rankings and stuff, and they're my predicted champ, and they're probably gonna win it all.
Mantine, what was your next
Blaze
question?
should be my 7th. I don't know what happened there.
Why the fuck is Minotaur at 7?
Because it's had good shots on Sawblaze and Deep Six, and
it got one good shot on.
That's the first time he said
fire.
that Minotaur got good shots on Sawblaze.
Yeah, because I said Minotaur got good shots on on Sawblaze. I just said that those were its only impressive shots moments in the
Minotaur
entire
got one good shot on Sawblaze and then caught on fire for 2 minutes.
Well, that is easy for me.
It beat
to do.
Dragon
In fact,
Slayer and
I
Deep
can't
Six.
even
Deep
do
Six fell
this.
over and died on its own
Yeah.
accord.
Yes,
Why is it at
They're
7?
rough.
because Minotaur has had, well, I won't say tougher opponents. I will say it has had stronger wins than, say, Riptide or Mad Catter.
What about Tantrum?
Tantrum was. Are
Why
you
is
saying
Tantrum below Minotaur specifically?
because Tantrum almost lost to Lucky.
No.
I was not an almost loss. Like the things would have moved, and it would have been free anyway.
Yeah, but those like move every 30 seconds. There's a big chance that those wouldn't have moved.
Tantrum
and
also
Tantrum
was
would still
using
be
its
stuck.
puncher to try to get free. Like it was wiggling out of there. It was gonna get out eventually.
Yeah, but they would have been counted. I don't think they would have been able to free themselves, in my opinion. And also, they lost their weapon to weaponless Malice. So is that also good?
Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, you know what? No, hold on. Why is Witch Doctor so high? Their only win was against Duck, and they lost their weapon.
Well, look at you finally shitting on Duck. Good on you, buddy.
And then,
Oh man, that's
because
beautiful.
because Witch Doctor has performed well against Endgame, so you gotta give him credit there. And yeah, while it did lose its weapon against Duck, it still put on major damage to it. So
Major damage. It like took off a fork.
I'm pretty sure they bent the chassis.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Yeah,
what's
how
your
would-
next? What's your next question?
Oh, okay. Why is Blip so low?
Blip. Because Blip has had no impressive win whatsoever.
What did Smee have?
What?
Adding
What?
some ice on
What
it.
did you just ask?
What impressive win has Smee had?
Well, I wouldn't say impressive. I'd say holding up to
Okay.
Gigabyte for more than like 2 seconds is
No,
impressive.
It got hit by Gigabyte one time and it literally eviscerated half of their drive. Okay. Why
What
does
impressive
that,
win?
Why does
what-
surviving
what-
for a minute and a half against the full body spinner get it higher than a 3-0 robot?
What, Mantine?
Why does surviving against Gigabyte for a minute and a half get it higher than Blip?
Because strength of schedule.
Blip fault log draw.
Yeah,
I
and
have
it
a
also
I have
fought-
a question.
And it also fought. Hold on, Pory. And Blip also fought like the 9th worst battle bot of the season and the 3rd worst battle bot of the season. So I don't know where you're getting at, Mantine.
Well, what do you mean? What am I getting at? Smee's one win is the arena. The arena won for it. The
Yeah.
arena did its fucking job. Like I don't.
To be
Smee
fair,
didn't win.
Man,
The
they can
arena
get
did.
Smee
Stefan Golden
Smee did
still.
clip a wheel though, so in theory, Smee would have still won that fight because it had more mobility than Deep Six.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I have a question about your notables.
Can Pory go first? Because I know he was
Okay.
about to ask me a question. Go ahead, Pory.
Yeah. Why did you send me a picture of a croissant that's shaped like a croc on Instagram?
I don't even want to ask.
The croissant. Because there's heavy lore in the croissant lore.
Oh.
Tell you when you're older, buddy.
All right, thanks.
Why is Defender above Yeti?
Because Defender has had better moments than Yeti has. Yeti,
No.
Yeti struggled.
launched Scorpios.
No.
Yeti
multiple
struggled
times.
against. Yeti struggled against fucking Pain Train.
No, it didn't. It got
Yes,
hit
it
twice
did.
and then kept on rolling.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Base.
Yes,
Shut
it
up.
did.
Shut up.
Billy probably stuck that in the
It clearly struggled against.
What do you mean? What?
It
fucking-
struggled.
what-
It struggled against Pain Train.
Look what it did to Scorpios. It launched it across the arena so many times.
Yeah, it launched it. It launched a hammer. It launched it. You guys want to know what it launched? It launched a
It
fucking
beat
hammer.
Scorpios in ground game.
Yeah,
Whiplash
That's
didn't
not-
do that.
Whiplash did that.
Okay, it didn't do it as consistently as Yeti did.
Okay, then maybe that's fair. But I mean, I'd still say Defender's just slightly more impressive than.
What?
Their weapon did not
pushed
work
around
throughout most of
Retrograde.
their fights. It did not do a full body clamp or
It
full body
struggled
suplex.
against Riptide and Retrograde because it didn't fucking work.
Okay. What's your next question, Mantine?
Hold on.
What
I
else
have a
is
question.
Yeah, let's let
horribly
Spin
wrong?
Yeah,
ask.
Spin, you had a question?
So your notables, they
Yes.
have 3 wins total. Why is that? What is up with your notables?
My notables are bots that I feel like don't deserve to get in, but will get in anyways.
Lock John
What?
free shipping or Owen.
Then
or
why is it
Owen
Hydra
3.
there?
Didn't seem that bad last time.
Are you saying Black Dragon shouldn't get in?
No, yes,
Why is Malice on this list, Civ?
because Malice is a very impressive 1 and 2. The only 1 and 2 are more impressive than it is Scorpios currently. So
That's
yeah.
not the tentacle.
But okay, so you said it's the second most impressive 1 and 2, right?
That is
Behind
correct.
Scorpios.
That is
Okay,
correct.
Oh, yeah.
so Hydra at 12.
Exposed that one. Yeah, Gruff is up there as well.
Gruff 15. Why?
Because I gotta show some love for my Annihilation runner-up. You know,
It looks like
if I don't show love
I
for the
shoot
bot
all.
that took out some Chads like Battlesaw, Cobalt, Hydra,
Civilian.
Hypershock.
Unfortunately, you said that you want to show some love for Gruff because it's second place in Annihilation. Unfortunately, Hydra does not fit that criteria. So why is it at 12?
Hydra is 6th place in Annihilation, so I gotta show it some love too for beating Chads like
What the fuck are
Rev,
you?
for beating Chads like Hello There and Rev 4.
You fucking you're bullshitting. You are bullshitting.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where's P1?
P1.
Why is it below Kraken? Free shipping.
So
Valkyrie, who it
And don't
beats?
try. And they already asked me where P1 was, and I told them where it was after looking at your DMs. So
P1 actually, after it got dismantled to Ribot, it went to switch to Geico because 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Where is Tombstone?
yeah, as at Tombstone as well, because looking at the
It's-
DM messages you sent me when you DM'd me your power rankings,
Tombstone's like the weakest 2-in-1 ever.
and yet you still had it below Rampage.
Lemo exists is all I'm saying. Their 2 wins were just bots who couldn't self-right, or
What
Okay.
what
Pray
is
Train died, and
I
then
have a very
War Easy
important
couldn't
question.
self-right.
Yes, Pory. Well, no, Spin. When
Um,
I say that, I mean the weakest 2-in-1 of the season, not weakest 2-in-1 like
You
ever.
said ever.
Yeah, when I say ever, I mean the season.
Okay. Green informed me about your full list.
Yes.
Why isn't
I-
Triple Crown on your list at all?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's because when I went to do power rankings, I kind of just like I did power rankings like right after I watched the episode. So when I watched the bonus episode, like I wasn't exactly thinking, oh, I'm gonna update power rankings. So that's why like Triple Crown wasn't in the list, but like Smee was in there, but I just didn't put it in the
So where would you
Power
rank
rankings.
Triple Crown?
over Rusty, under Tombstone.
so third
Okay.
from the bottom then. Okay.
Next
Where-
question.
What-
What drugs were you on when you made this list, Civ?
Well, my brother's girlfriend is a weed dealer.
This
Sir?
weed couldn't have done this. This had to be some crack. There ain't no fucking way.
Manti, you should ask her about Glitch next.
Where is Glitch? Where?
Let
That's
me
not
check.
Glitch.
Let me check. Let me check.
I'll tell you, Glitch is near the bottom on your list.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna throw out my bottom 10 for my power rankings right here, right now. So here is my bottom 10. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay, bottom 10. Here we go. At 10th to last, we have P1. At
You're a
9th to
monster.
at 9th to last, we have Glitch. At 8th to last, we have Deadlift. At 7th to last, we have Switchback.
Boo.
At 6th to last, we have Pardon My French. At fifth to last, we have hijinks.
Boo.
Why is it so high for you?
That's a good question, honestly. I should put it lower. At fourth last, we have Rampage. At third last, we have Tombstone. At second last, we have Rusty. And at last, the worst, the most shittiest robot in the season in the 2021 season.
Pain
have Duck.
Train.
We have
Oh.
Duck.
Wait, where's Pain Train on this list?
Why
let me
is
check.
Rampage higher than Tombstone? It got flipped and then lost a tire.
I think Pain Train is
Pain Train would be notable number 7 if we did 7 notables.
Oh my fucking god.
Where's Ghost Raptor? I need to know.
Ghost Raptor would be
Ghost Raptor would be like notable number 12 or some shit.
Yeah, exactly 12 actually. Ghost Raptor would be notable number 12.
This is awful.
We got anything else?
Let's take a good look here. What record is Fusion?
1-1.
1-1. Okay.
Also,
So
can I just point out? Wait, Green. When are you planning on releasing this?
So low.
Bloodsport, because Bloodsport has not impressed me at all whatsoever this season. It's beaten a shitty 0-3 robot, and it struggled against Whiplash.
Earlier, you said it had Whiplash on the ropes. What happened?
I changed my mind.
Okay. Why is it below Lucky?
Because
Lucky. Why is Whiplash still so low? You changed your mind. Did you place Whiplash and then change your mind and put Bloodsport lower?
Lucky's opponent split in half halfway through the fight.
I heard that's
because Lucky gave out a good opening hit to Tantrum. Also, Green, I'm just gonna say this: your roommate is loud as fuck.
Yeah.
It is the decision I'll have to make. Do I?
There we go.
Okay. If Double Jeopardy and Falcon fought, who would win?
Double Jeopardy.
Ace.
Yeah, I'd say Double Jeopardy as well, in my opinion.
If Switchback and Huge fought, who would win?
Huge.
Not
But if
Ace.
Switchback wins, I'll invite Switchback to the podcast.
Where?
Well, I might invite Switchback to the podcast anyway, because I'd love to have Switchback on the podcast because it's a new robot.
As I accidentally call it a hammer drum. Okay, so what else you got?
Would lead me to hate the past me.
I'm out.
I think I've almost complained about everything. Let me see if I can find anything else. No, nothing out of the
okay,
ordinary.
I got one.
Why is Shatter below Copperhead? That's a great question.
You mean why is Copperhead below Shatter?
Yep.
Because Copperhead has, in my opinion, Shatter has been slightly only slightly more impressive in terms of wins than Copperhead has. Copperhead, in terms of its lockjaw fight, it lost half its drive for particularly no reason, while Shatter has remained consistent in quality, both reliability and just Adam Wrigley is just top tier driving. So I have to put Shatter in top 10 over Copperhead.
Shatter beat a robot that didn't work and a robot that didn't work.
Blacksmith worked. I don't know what you're on about, buddy.
Blacksmith was working. It just broke it because Shatter's good at sniping.
Yeah, the Mary Special got a weapon snipe. You favela.
No. I think I saw this on the credit here goes to the Mr. Psycho episode review. Blacksmith didn't work coming into that fight.
Had in my intentions.
That's interesting because it definitely looked like it was working.
The bell got taken off, but I think
because Shatter.
Watch something.
Blacksmith was working earlier in the fight. They got like a couple of hits in, I think.
I think it was in what was it called? I think it was Shatter's like video or something, or Shatter's supposed to have an interview. I think they said the Blacksmith didn't work, but
I don't remember.
If Rough McDougal from Robot Wars entered this season of BattleBots, how do you think they would do?
I don't
Better than
fucking
Duck.
know. I don't know. Yeah,
Nuts.
better than Duck.
Nut.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
better than-
I don't know how they do. I'd probably say they do better than this list of power rankings, maybe. So,
Hey, Green,
although the number 7 is pretty based and stuff.
Green,
Same thing with the number 5.
Green, I have a request for next week's power rankings.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna.
What you got?
I don't know if you're gonna have us do next week's power rankings. Or
Yes.
Okay,
That's the plan. Basically, the plan is we'll do power rankings and then we'll talk about the bracket for part 2.
So what I want you to do, Green, I want you to put me and the BattleBots actual power rankings in the same thing. So we can compare how bad my power rankings are to BattleBots' power rankings.
Yeah, that's solid. I think I'll go along with that.
Hey,
That sounds like
It's
a
not
reasonable
gonna-
idea.
Yours is not going to be as bad, I bet.
So I think this is the worst power rankings I've seen out of you for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, is that a challenge, Mantine?
Oh no.
My next power rankings are gonna be baller.
No. I bet Pain Train's probably involved somehow. He had no response, so I'm gonna guess I'm probably right.
Pain Train's not on mine, no.
Oh.
I mean, they're gonna make the semifinals, but you know.
In what?
In the
Worst robot fucking bounty? I don't know. Like what is it?
No.
What?
Listen, we had Yeti on the ropes. We almost beat Yeti.
Dude, what like fucking MythBusters
Yeah,
episode are you guys watching? That shit didn't happen.
No, I don't want to hear it. You're the one that every time that Gigabyte faces something that's like Gigabyte could face like middleweight Kegger from the Comedy Central era, and you'd be like, "Oh no, it's gonna lose."
This doesn't like no. What were we just talking about? I just had a fucking.
Pory,
aneurysm.
DM me who you got for.
Going to talk about a little troll message and stuff.
Don't spoil the joke.
Oh wait, is it a joke?
No.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
the fight card.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
No, that's the fight
It
card.
Well, Spin, there's your first victim.
Fuck you.
Jesus.
Fuck you, Spin.
No, I literally sent you what I think it's gonna be. The opposite of you for the main event.
Okay.
So what?
Just-
Pory's like sensible.
It beat Chomp, who also beat Bite.
Yeah,
So I think.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah. All right.
All right, you win this round.
Thank you.
Yeah, so it was a reasonable showing, so
Wait a minute.
Why is Scott coming so low?
Something's off here.
You know, a lot of people hate on Scott Cummings, but in my opinion, he's a top 5 Hell's Kitchen winner. He's better than Ariel Malone. He's better than Christina Wilson.
Okay, why is his last name Cum?
I have no fucking idea, but
I have a question for
His
you.
last name is Cum. What?
Where on the list is the money that Pory owes Mantine?
It's actually 11.
It's on Adam's list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because he wants
Send
to
him
try
up
and
for
pay
it.
I have a very important question. Why is Chet from Survivor here? Why not like a good player?
No, Chet got immunity 3 times in a row. What the hell are you talking about?
Pory, where is Ziggo on your list?
I will explain my list after Civs. I have a full explanation plan.
So we're gonna pop off here. We got Endgame, the number 1 seed, Ribot, the number 2 seed, Rotator, the number 3 seed, Copperhead 4, Sawblaze 5, Glitch 6, 7 Blip, Whiplash 8, Tantrum 9, Jackpot 10, 11 Hypershock, 12 Uppercut, 13 Shatter, 14 Mad Catters, 15 Bloodsport? Yeah, 15 Bloodsport, 16 Cobalt, 17 Black Dragon, 18 Yeti, 19 Minotaur, 20 P1, 22 Gigabyte, 23 Lucky, 24 Witch Doctor, 25 Captain Shredder, 26 Tombstone, 27 Hijinks, 28 Valkyrie, 29 Huge, 30 Defender, 31 Ice Wave, 32 Scorpios, and then on to my notables, we have 1, we got Malice, 2, we got Claw Viper, 3, we got Scott Cummings from Hell's Kitchen Season 12, 4 is the money that Pory owes me, 15 is Chet from Survivor Season 16, and I also gave Green 5 more notables, 6 is the entire Toradora anime, 7 is Dragon Age Origins, 8 is the discount I got for LA Noir, 9 is 9 is Summer, Corey's friend.
Shout out to Summer.
And 10 is TK from Angel Beats.
Uh,
So, like,
okay,
Chet
so
from Survivor 16, I feel like even in 16, there are much better players to pick other than Chet. I mean, really, Chet?
I have one question, Civ.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me that there's a shitload of Survivor on Hulu?
I was never on Hulu. What?
Shit, there's like 37 seasons on Hulu. I gotta start binging this shit.
37
They're
seasons.
all in
That way
Hulu.
BBBN will be my friend.
You should also get Paramount Plus if you want all the seasons.
Oh, I love me some Paramount. Oh, it's on Paramount Plus. Okay.
Yeah,
We eating good tonight, boys.
What questions y'all got?
I got Paramount Plus. Do you have Paramount Plus?
No,
Civ?
I have a very
No,
important
I
question
don't.
for you, civilian.
Unfortunately,
Why is
unfortunately
Hijinks
don't.
as high as it is?
Because Hijinks did better than Valkyrie.
Yeah.
F tier take.
It's nice to hear you defend Hijinks.
Valkyrie,
for once.
Hijinks
I
didn't have
appreciate that.
fucking gimmies at least. Like I hate
The-
Hijinks to hell and back, but at least it didn't get fucking gimmies like Valkyrie did.
I agree with I disagree with the statements about the Team Hardcore Robotics, but I do agree with the fact that Valkyrie should be lower than Hijinks. But the counterpoint being Hijinks is awful. What do you have to say about that?
You know what?
That is
I also
true.
have another problem.
Hijinks sucks ass. What's up?
So, hold on, civilian. So you're talking about, this bot's opponents have a cumulative blank amount of wins and losses. However, you have Valkyrie above Huge.
Because Huge should be 1 and 2 right now.
Elsa. Oh,
That's
well,
true.
yeah,
That is
maybe.
It should have gotten counted out to Switchback, so yeah, there you go.
I don't know about that. I think Switchback is just bad.
Oh yeah, it is bad, but it also beat Huge, so does that mean that
I don't know,
Huge is
man.
also
The
pretty
record
bad?
says 1 and 2.
If Switchback supposedly beat Huge, where is it in this power ranking? Why is power ranking
up your ass
after
and to the left.
episode 9? Isn't this episode 10?
Yeah, because I didn't update it.
Green forgetting to update it again.
No. Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, who cares?
What else do you all got?
You answered everything I need to know.
Okay.
Well, let's just move on to Pory's then.
And wait,
Okay.
Mantine, do you have like nothing on me? What?
Let me take a little look here. P1 Riptide should be lower than Gigabyte. That is all.
Oh, it shouldn't. Gigabyte had a free win against me, and it was losing to Captain Shredder.
Bruh.
Captain Shredder is Captain Shredder. That's how we got.
You just need to cope, Mantine. I'm sorry. There's no other way around
P1 literally fought Jaeger.
Yeah, and Gigabyte literally fought Smee. Like, in all seriousness, Jaeger could probably beat Smee if I'm being
That's
real
cap.
here.
That's cap. What?
That's cap.
Jaeger
yeah.
was more impressive than Smee. I mean,
No,
Smee got
but-
2 impressive ishbot crushes.
Oh,
What did
Smee's
Smee
longer
have? He
though.
pushed his
No, it
opponent
didn't.
into a slot.
Smee literally got eviscerated.
Yeah.
Oh wait, wait, who are you arguing for? I think I'm confused.
I think he's arguing
I was
for
arguing
Jaeger.
for Jaeger in P1.
Oh, dude, no.
Or Captain
Jaeger did
Shredder.
nothing. Jaeger fucking sucks,
Jaeger
bro.
got under, and the only reason it didn't get a good hit is because it hits too low. It hits lower
The
than
only reason it didn't get a
bot.
good hit is because it's a mini bot and it's just inherently bad.
No, mini bots are good. Okay,
No,
mini-bots are good.
mini-bots
Look
are
at
okay,
Copperhead
but
after
We
Chronos.
haven't got.
I'm just saying.
We haven't gotten a good mini bot since worse stuff. I'm
Name-
just saying.
name
No.
one good
Needle.
cluster.
Okay, Needle gave the win to.
Yeah,
Jack
Needle.
Bot.
That's right.
Yeah,
but
I'd give Needle.
Bought that finger deadlift. Gotcha. Yep.
Chronos gave the win to. I mean, Timeline gave Chronos the win to Copperhead. It just
What
never
did
forget that
Timeline
time.
do? It was just kind of like vibing.
It stalled
I didn't
Copperhead,
say-
so
I-
Chronos
I
could
meant-
spin up.
I meant to say not mini bot, but I meant to say cluster bot. Name one good cluster bot aside from Robot Wars Gemini.
Crash and Burn from Robo
Thun-
Games.
Thunder and Lightning.
Lightning
Yep,
and
Thunder and
Thunder.
Lightning.
Thunder and
That's who I was
Lightning.
Thunder
thinking of.
and Lightning
Crash
is
and
not
Crash and Burn.
good.
Crash and
Crash and
Burn.
Burn,
Crash
yeah.
and
Crash
Burn.
and Burn isn't real.
Stop.
Yeah, because it beat Gigabyte.
No, it'd be Megabyte actually.
Yeah, it still beats a bot you
You know,
stem for
Thunder and
either
Lightning
way.
also beat Megabyte.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
they lost them. They lost that
yeah,
fight.
They got
Megabyte
annihilated.
They won a decision. They won a BS decision, but they won a decision.
Wait,
No, they
Thunder and
didn't.
Lightning lost that fight. They got KO'd.
Yeah. What are you
The
talking
father
about?
and son
No,
cried
no,
afterwards.
No. I'm thinking season 2. You're thinking season 1.
Are you
In season
tripping
2, they
right
won
now?
like a giant rumble against
No, they-
Megabyte.
what?
So there's a giant rumble. Megabyte was in it. Thunder Lightning was in it. Thunder Lightning won because only 2 bots were active in the rumble. They
Bro,
didn't match.
Rumble
And so
doesn't
they
count.
count you. Yeah.
Bro, they were literally talking about how like Megabyte would have won if it kept moving. It did like a
It would have, but it wasn't moving, so they didn't get
It
a win.
it did a last chance rumble where it did everything and then died.
That's the opposite of what Bombshell did.
Bombshell fucking sucks, by the way. Shout out Mike Jeffries, you're cool. Bombshell, hate it.
Do y'all have anything else on me? Or is this actually a? Does this actually please you, Mantine?
This isn't a terrible list. I think that
Is it better
Valkyrie-
than? Is it better than Spins at least?
Yeah,
Copperhead
very
is
much
too
so.
high, but that's like my. That's
I
No,
agree.
it is-
Copperhead should be like bottom 10, or not bottom 10, bottom of like the top 10, like 5
I
through
just,
10.
oh, 5. Okay, I guess I could see your argument there.
Valkyrie should be a little lower. Any one of the robots below it could be above it because it got 2 freebies and then lost to a shitty lifter. And that's about it. Yeah.
So this is a good power rankings. Nice, I did it, boys. I finally got Mantine's respect.
All right, mine's gonna get